Hi, my name is Colby Sharp. I am a fifth grade teacher at Parma Elementary in Michigan, and I'm so excited to chat with you today about Dear Mr. Henshaw. Dear Mr. Henshaw is Beverly Cleary's Newbery Medal winning masterpiece. It is the story of a boy named Lee Botts. It begins with him writing a letter to an author in second grade, and then he writes to the author again and again each year, eventually developing a relationship where he is writing to the author constantly, and this author is helping him through some really difficult and challenging parts of his life. Dear Mr. Henshaw is a treasure chest for teachers in the classroom. There are so many things that readers can take away from this book. These letters that Lee writes, getting his thoughts down on the page, are something that so many kids haven't done. They haven't tried to get their feelings out. They don't have that outlet. I would take a book like this and encourage kids to write to someone they haven't talked to in a while. Write a letter to their cousin or their teacher from last year, or a kid that they used to go to school with that moved away. Encouraging kids and having kids and giving kids the time and the space and helping them get the letters to the people is such a helpful way for them to be able to experience the power of letter writing and the power of sharing what's going on in their heads and in their hearts with others. I think that's a great way to springboard off of reading this book. So many of us are often teaching kids to infer, and there's so much room for that in this book. Lee is writing letters over and over and over again to Mr. Henshaw, and we don't ever see what Mr. Henshaw is writing back, but through what Lee is writing and how he's responding to Dear Mr. Henshaw, it's a great way to teach kids to infer and to think about what kinds of things are Mr. Henshaw telling Lee? What is he saying? What advice is he giving Lee? And how is Mr. Henshaw's advice helping Lee grow as a person and as a writer? I think one thing that would be really fun to have kids do when reading this book, Dear Mr. Henshaw, would be to have them respond to Lee as Mr. Henshaw or as themselves, right? So, like, kids are seeing Lee's letters and they're not seeing Mr. Henshaw's letters. So let's read one of the letters in this book that Lee is writing to Dear Mr. Henshaw, and let's have kids respond as if they are Mr. Henshaw, trying to help Lee through all of the things that he's dealing with. I think kids will love it. I think one of the most beautiful and important things about this book is that the character Lee, he's not perfect. He's not your typical hero. He's going through some things. And the kids sitting in our classrooms are also going through some things. For that kid sitting in the corner reading Dear Mr. Henshaw, that kid sitting at his desk having Dear Mr. Henshaw read aloud to them, they might think, like, look, I'm not alone. I'm not the only person that deals with this sort of thing. And Beverly Cleary, through Dear Mr. Henshaw, does an amazing job, I think, of helping us all feel seen. This book is as important as ever. It's as good as ever. I hope that you enjoy sharing this book with your readers as much as I enjoy sharing it with mine.